Well, hello there, boys and girls. Welcome to the first ever show of Ghetto Gourmet. On today's episode, I will show you how to make the most delicious hot dog and chili ramen noodle soup. First off, you're going to want to start off with a packet of ramen noodle soup chili flavor. What you're going to do with that is you're going to smash your noodles and get them all good and broken up. Next, open your packet. Remove your flavor packet and set it off to the side. Then you're going to want to get a pot that'll hold roughly 2.5, a little less than 2.5 cups of water, along with your noodles and your hot dogs. Turn your fire on high, or in my case it's an electric oven. I hate it, but unfortunately that's what this ghetto apartment has, so I deal with it. Then you get your 2-cup measuring cup. And I'm going to fill it slightly over 2 cups. Not much, but just a little bit over the 2-cup mark. Pour it in your pot that's heating up. Then the next thing you're going to want to get is you want to get you some Trappy's Red Devil hot sauce. Cayenne pepper hot sauce, that is. Give it a good shake. And what you're going to do is put 16 dashes into your water before it starts boiling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and one more 16 for good measures. Next, before your water starts boiling, you're going to reach up into your spice cabinet, get you some cracked black pepper. Give it 15 good cracks. That's 15. And then you are going to want your ever so delicious red pepper flakes, dry pepper flakes. And what you want to do is put it in over the top. It's going to float in your water. It's not going to sink. And what you want to do is put enough to coat the entire top of the water. Then the next thing to do is just wait for it to boil. And then once your water boils, you're going to take your broken noodles and drop it in. You're going to also get 2 hot dogs. And I recommend Bar S. They make some of the best, yummiest, ghetto-ass hot dogs. So let me take 2 of those out the package and set them off to the side. And go ahead and put the other hot dogs and the hot sauce back in the refrigerator while I wait for my water to boil. So it usually takes a few minutes to get that water to boil. So it's just a waiting game. What's that old saying? A watch pot never boils. That's why I'm going to sit here and talk to you guys instead of watching the pot there. But it usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes to get your water to start boiling. And right now it's getting very close to that boiling point. So what I'll do here is take out my spoon so I can stir it occasionally and get my bowl for when it's done. Get my knife. Okay, so now the water's starting to boil. You can see the pepper flakes bubbling up somewhat. You're going to want to go ahead and dump your whole contents of your soup packet in there and set your timer for 3 minutes. Give it a slight stir just to get those pepper flakes going in between all of the pieces of noodle while your water is boiling. Oh crap, it's getting a little on the high side, so we're going to remove it off the heat for a second. We're going to start cutting up our hot dogs into rings. As you can see, I'm just cutting these hot dogs up into little bitty rings, letting them fall into the boiling water. You can make them as thick as you want. I usually like to cut them into about 24 pieces per hot dog. Use 2 of them. This is the jumbo hot dogs I bought on accident. Usually I buy the regular hot dogs, so these are a little bit bigger. But they taste the same. Okay, now that I've got all my hot dogs in there, wash my hands. And by the time you get your hot dogs cut up, you usually have about 1.5 minutes left of your 3 minutes. So, you just give it a gentle stir. A little scrape around the sides to get any of the red pepper flakes that may have stuck to the side down into the pot. And then you're going to want to go to beforehand. When you go to these fast food restaurants, you always got to take extra sauce. So you want to take your ever so delicious Taco Bell fire sauce, 2 packs of those, and 1 pack of the Diablo sauce. And what you're going to do is open it, drop it right on in there. Open it, drop it right on in there. And you gotta lick off whatever's on your fingers because, you ain't gonna let that goodness go to waste. Alright. So with that being said, now you give it another good little stir. Get whatever bubbled up to the top back down. For some reason this is bubbling more than normal. Not quite sure why. Maybe it's just a little too much water for this pot, not sure. But we're going to let it roll. Let it roll and boil. And see, there it is. That's over. Turn off the heat. As you're removing it from the heat, give it a good scrape around the edge so that any of your pepper flakes does not come loose. Next thing you want to do is open your flavor packet that comes with your soup, dump it in, shake out all that goodness, which is the chili flavoring, which I'm assuming isn't nothing more than chili powder. Not sure. I don't have time to read the ingredient packages. Give it a good stir. Put it back on your hot. Put it back on your hot burner. These electronic burners retain some heat, so you leave it on that as you throw away all your trash. It's still bubbling. You give it a good little stir. Scrape all those pepper flakes into it. And then just pour it over the back of your spoon. Ensure you don't splash yourself. Scrape every last bit of those pepper flakes into there. Put your pot into the dirty dishes. And there you have it. Hot dog and chili ramen noodle soup. The only thing left to do is put it in your mouth. And that, my friend, is ghetto fabulous. Okay, now that I've finished my cooking the hot dog and chili ramen noodle soup, it's time to sit down at my lovely coffee table, turn on something on the TV, which at the moment I'm watching this comedy show that's on ID Discovery entitled Is OJ Innocent? And enjoying my bowl of ramen soup, hot dog and chili style. Bon appetit. Next time I do ramen soup, I may show you guys how to make blackened chicken flavored ramen noodle soup, which is a little more involved because I make my own blackening season, but there's no meat or nothing in it. It's just the flavor, and it is very delicious. Sometimes I'll cut up a hot dog in it, but for the most part, no. Until next time, boys and girls, enjoy cooking ghetto fabulous style. So, if you enjoyed this episode, you see that little subscribe button? Subscribe. Check out my other videos, White Trash Guide to Buffets Across America, and Comics from the Can. Subscribe and you'll know when I have new content. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Click that like button down there. Also, leave me a comment somewhere down there in that comment section. I reply to all my comments. And thanks for watching The Ghetto Gourmet.
Let me tell you a thing or two. I'm on season white boy. I wanna make a love.